Welcome to the first episode of Motorcycles in the Wild. In this series we will be looking at motorcycles as we find them parked on the street. These videos will be dedicated to bikes that are used and abused on a daily basis, and they may not be the latest or the greatest, but to us they're still interesting. Sitting under this tree is a Triumph Bonneville. It looks good from far, but actually it's far from good. On closer inspection, it's clear that the bike has been sitting for a while, exposed to the elements. The Bonneville is a model with a long history in the Triumph range, going back all the way to the 1950s. Sometime after the company came under new management in the 1980s, Triumph revived the Bonneville, and from 2001 onwards it became a staple in their lineup, and it served as a basis for other classic models such as the Thruxton and the Scrambler. There are a few clues as to what kind of Bonneville we are dealing with here. According to its VIN number, this bike rolled off the assembly line in 2006 for the 2007 model year. It has a carbureted and air-cooled engine producing 67 horsepower. This bike is actually a Bonneville Black, which is nothing more than a base model Bonneville with a black engine casing and black engine covers. Now, this raises the first question because my research tells me that all 2007 Bonneville Blacks came with a tank painted in, you guessed it, solid black. I believe the two-tone paint job with the black and white and the gold pinstriping we see on this example was at the time only available on the more expensive Bonneville T100. Perhaps someone can confirm this in the comments. Apart from the paint job on the tank, the bike looks pretty stock to me. I like the fact that you can see that the stripes on the tank are hand painted, and I also like the so-called pea shooter exhaust. The warning lights on the dash remind me of a 90s BMW dash. This Bonneville has almost 35,000 kilometers or 22,000 miles on the clock, and for a 15-year-old bike that's not a lot. Based on this low mileage and the fact that it looks like it has been kept outside, I would guess this bike was used to commute a short distance to work every day. Whenever I see a model from Triumph's Modern Classic lineup, I am always amazed at how small these bikes are. I have no experience with a Bonneville, but I have ridden a Thruxton, and that one definitely felt too small for me. Perhaps at this point I should make clear that retro-looking bikes, or modern classics as Triumph calls them, are not really my thing. They bring an air of nostalgia that somehow doesn't appeal to me. In a sense, these bikes are statements of style, and I believe this is exactly why a large segment of Triumph's clients are attracted to the brand. There's nothing wrong with that, it's just not how I relate to bikes and how I choose to enjoy them. I prefer my bikes to look contemporary, and frankly I think I would look ridiculous in my high-vis waterproofs on a Bonneville. There are other reasons why I don't like retro-looking bikes. On later models, for example, Triumph disguises a fuel injection system as a set of carbs, and from my Transalp video a few weeks ago you might remember that I don't like it when things pretend to be something they are not. I also think that with retro-looking bikes you get less bang for your buck. At this very moment, a new Bonneville T120, which admittedly has a larger engine than the one in front of us, sells for as much as a Street Triple RS. So for the same price you can choose between an underpowered modern classic with very basic technology and very minimal equipment, or you can have a truly modern bike that reflects the state of the art of motorcycle technology and that has all kinds of advanced systems and premium components. I know which bike I would choose, but of course different people like different bikes, and that's exactly how it should be. I don't particularly like retro bikes, but my heart still bleeds when I see the sorry state this particular Bonneville is in. It's clear that the bike has been neglected for some time. The tires seem caked to the pavement, the brake discs are corroded, there is bird poop on the seat, the left indicator is smashed, and it's missing a bar end weight. Dirt and grime have accumulated everywhere on the bike. All in all, the bike's in pretty poor condition from sitting outside for some time. I think neglect is even more noticeable on a retro bike that has lots of shiny bits than it is on a more plasticky modern bike. This Bonneville is a sad sight, and one that keeps me guessing about the story behind it. I have no information on the bike other than what I can see. It doesn't look stolen, and the license plate tells me it's still registered, so at least someone cares enough for this bike to pay tax on it. But then why has it not been ridden for at least a few months? There are two obvious explanations, of course. One would be that the bike is broken down, the other would be that its owner was somehow not able to ride it or take care of it. I feel the urge to go back to where I found the bike and see if it's still there. I hope that in the meantime someone has taken care of it, repaired it and cleaned it. Perhaps by now the owner has had a chance to prepare it for the riding season. Perhaps he's already enjoying his beloved Bonnie again. Who knows? In any case, there is a story behind every motorcycle. What do you think is the story behind this Bonneville? Let us know in the comment section, and if you liked this video, please subscribe to our channel.